About the author. Mr. Gary Thompson as a youth had a passion for studying corporate law. He studies business law and went on to study business, where he attained 2 degrees in marketing and project management and a master's degree in international business. He pursued studies at Cambridge University, Rice University, and American University of Peace Studies. He studied investment banking and asset management at Rice University. Mr. Thompson has his eyes set on launching an international career in real estate development and management. Over the last 15 years, he has pursued a career in real estate investment, and to date, he has his eyes set on a career as a real estate investor and in private equity investments. He recently registered Global Capital Inc. that intends to provide joint venture partnership, private equity investments services to members of the private sector. Global Capital Inc. currently provides services in 1. Corporate debt management, 2. Corporate wealth management, 3. Personal debt management, 4. Personal wealth management. In the future, GCI intends to carry portfolios like 1. Asset management and 2. Private equity investments. Mr. Thompson believes that the right types of small businesses have tremendous growth potential, and once given the right support, they can be scaled to have a significant impact on economic transformation. In this regard, he has directed Global Capital Inc. team leaders to commit to the development of the right types of small businesses like those involved in innovative technology, agro-processors, and fashion, and innovative digital communication. He is the author of several books: Billionaire Codes, Self-Application Best Practices, /Your Destiny is to Prosper, Internationalization of MSME / Strategic Communication / CSRs, and The Deeper Sense of Self, Inspire the Child and Manager's Toolkit. His most recent book is titled 10X Branding and Marketing Blueprint, Business Success Ecosystems. Mr. Thompson served as an executive member of Guyana Manufacturing and Services Association, GMSA, in the capacity as subsector chairman, and also in the capacity as subsector chairman for the service sector. GMSA is one of Guyana's leading private sector representative bodies. He currently is a member of the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry and has represented the chamber at Government Forum and National Board on Education. He served as the consultant to Inter-American Investment Corporation, IIC, / Institute of Private Enterprise Development, IPED, / Guyana Arts and Craft Producers Association, GACPA, / Guyana Natural Fiber, Fashion and Art Association, GOFA, / Guyana Performing Arts and Award Association, GPAAA, / Guyana Fashion Industry Association, GFIA, / Guyana Leadership Mentor Institute, GLMI, / the Inspire the Child, Inspire Change Foundation, ISICF, and Guyana Speakers and Leaders Academy. He served as a member of IADB Con SOC Inter-American Development Bank. This exposure allowed him to gain invaluable information into the working of one of the world's largest banks. He served as a member of the National Working Group, NWG, for MDG Millennium Development Goal. This exposure allowed him to gain a deeper appreciation of the role of the private sector, the state, and civil society in nurturing a better global village for all. Mr. Thompson represented GMSA as a member of the Guyana National Bureau of Standard, GNBS. This exposure allowed him to learn and contribute to the national dialogue on standards pertinent to the services and productive industries. Mr. Thompson is the founder of Global Branding and Marketing. In his capacity as Director of Project Innovation, he has designed and proposed the Guyana Speakers Academy initiative that is designed to transform the landscape of communication, leadership, and business development practices. Mr. Gary Thompson now serves as the Director of Project, Business Development and Innovation for Global Capital Incorporated. Author, Gary Thompson, Director International Branding and Marketing / Financial Advisor. Published by 10X Branding and Marketing LLC and Global Capital Inc. Copyright, May 2020. Gary Thompson, all rights reserved. No part of this publication may be reproduced, stored in a retrieved system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, or otherwise without the prior written permission of the publisher and the author. ISBN 978-976-95278-6-7. Printing, 10X Branding and Marketing LLC and Global Capital Inc. 10X Branding and Marketing Blueprint. System Value Proposition 101 is a unique branding and marketing management thesis that is being proposed by 10X B&M LLC out of New York. The proposed thesis is built around 8 branding and marketing strategic blueprints, which look at many steps relating to how the top 100 companies like UPS, Cisco, Oracle, Alibaba, GE, Walmart, Google, Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon design their corporate culture to appeals to their workforce, the target market, and the public. These 8 branding and marketing strategic blueprints are then placed under project management. At this stage, it comes under a high-level control management process that subjects the blueprints to 6 important systemization standards that allow them to function at their highest standard. Branding and marketing is an essential part of doing business. It is the application of this knowledge that enables your brand to build its identity, visibility, reach, impact, customer conversion, and build confidence, trust, and credibility in the eyes of the workforce, the target market, and the public. This management tool enables the firm to be managed in a market-sensitive and market-oriented manner by committing time, talent, and resources to understand the target market needs, wants, and expectations, and adopting the firm culture to deliver on target, on time, and above the customer's expectations consistently. Branding and marketing enable company leaderships to develop a unique brand image that distinguishes their brand identity and separates their business from other brands in the market. 1. System Value Proposition 101 Blueprint. System Value Proposition 101 is a modern approach to doing business. Research conducted by 10X Branding and Marketing LLC out of New York and Global Capital Inc. from the Caribbean shows that in 2020 Apple, Google and Amazon brands generated $117 billion, $160 billion, and $220 billion in annual revenue respectively. Research also shows that it is the humane approach and innovation in the designs of these brands' corporate cultures that have the strongest effect on the level of success they have attained and maintained over the years. 10X B&M LLC and Global Capital Inc. have studied the cultures and what drives the success of many global brands. Those researches have led to the development of several original management theses that are designed to 10X and leapfrog business growth. System Value Proposition 101 is one such original thesis. System Value Proposition 101 is a unique branding and marketing model that illustrates a modern approach to looking at the business corporate culture. The SVP 101 model is designed to show new and improved and a more modern approach to influence the firm management team, the specific target market, the general public, and the cash flow ability of the brand. Cash flow maximization is always on the mind of every business owner. It is important to recognize that any effort to 10x or leapfrog the income potential of any brand can only be realized as a result of the systems that are in place to influence your team, the target audience, and the public. Branding and marketing managers should begin building their brand identity by demonstrating a clear understanding of 2 important branding and marketing systems. System 1 represents learning, applying, and mastering a modern approach to design the business value proposition blueprint, and System 2 represents building a strong branding and marketing blueprint that communicates the importance of the VP to the workforce, the target market, and the public. The blueprint for System Value Proposition 101 is a design that represent the 2 systems that are being recommended above. The branding and marketing manager ability to 10x or leapfrog the brand is heavily influenced by the systems and strategies that are built into the SVP 101 model. The SVP 101 model introduces branding and marketing managers to a modern approach to interpreting and designing the VP or the brand intention value traits. This new approach to building out the brand intention value traits enables brand managers to achieve more, to achieve it faster, and to achieve it cost-effectively. The value proposition is an anchor point and a guide that should influence the entire corporate culture that is deliberately built out to impact 1, the workforce, 2, the target market, 3, the general public, and 4, the cash flow potential of the firm. 10 things you should know about building a brand and the value proposition. And global. The value proposition should be designed to reflect the interest of the workforce. The value proposition can be designed to reduce absenteeism. The value proposition can be designed to reduce staff turnover. The value proposition can be designed to nurture the sustained high performers. The value proposition must be designed to reflect the value, S, of the specific target market. The value proposition must be designed to reflect the lifestyle needs of the specific target market. The value proposition must be designed to reflect the cultural needs of the specific target market. The value proposition must be designed to reflect the social class needs of the specific target market. The value proposition must be designed to appeal to the general public. The value proposition can be designed to get the public to refer others to use your brand. The brand referral is more effective than adverting messaging. To understand how to design or build your business value proposition blueprint should begin with an understanding of the target market. What is or are their needs, wants and expectations, or their dreams, hopes, and aspirations? The VPBP must strive to achieve three strategic objectives. 1. It must identify a problem or a need. 2. It must identify a solution it can offer. 3. It must identify the target market willing to pay for the solution. This process entails conducting market research that enables the brand manager to identify the specific target market lifestyle, culture, and social class. This data can then best be used to produce products and services that are aligned to the lifestyle, cultural, and social class needs of the specific target audience. Building the blueprint for branding and the value proposition, as proposed in my book 10x Branding and Marketing Blueprint, also suggest that every department of the business or firm must confirm a uniquely established branding and marketing custom and systemization process if it is to attain and maintain premium brand status or stand out as a leader in the market. The blueprint for 10x strategic marketing. More demands are being placed on the branding and marketing managers by corporate executives to deliver more, faster, and more cost-effectively. Are these demands being placed on the B&M manager overambitious? To answer these questions, join me on this journey to examine the responsibilities of the branding and marketing manager. Branding and marketing managers that represent some of the world's top brands, like Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon, are socialized to become high performers by learning, applying, and mastering the process of social engineering and becoming strong social influencers. Their role, to identify the target market, connect with the target market, influence confirmation to lifestyle, culture, and social class norms, influence new behavioral responses, influence purchasing decisions, and drive the brand to realize global impact are skill set for the B&M manager to have to accelerate the success of any business and brand. Branding and marketing managers, as social engineers and social influencers, have to become market-sensitive and market-oriented to attain and maintain local and international market relevance. The branding and marketing managers for top brands like Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon were able to drive sales in 2020 to generate $117 billion to $140 billion USD and $220 billion USD respectively, while at the same time positioning themselves as the world's #4-#3 and number 1 highest income earners. Research conducted by 10x B&M LLC out of New York has shown that for any business or brand to realize these levels of success, the corporate culture must be fully developed and the branding and marketing manager must be able to learn, apply, and master 10 important strategic marketing tools. The corporate culture is a social construct that can be socially engineered to impact every department of the firm. Branding and marketing manager is responsible for interpreting the social construct and building out communication ecosystems that allow for the clear and effective transfer of the correct interpretation of the value proposition to the internal and external stakeholders. There are 10 important marketing systems that are necessary to consider when attempting to build out a modern social corporate ecosystem. The more successful brands and modern businesses strive to build corporate cultures or ecosystems that have a long-term impact on the internal and external stakeholders. The application of these techniques enables these brands to realize their corporate social responsibility and their business financial objectives much easier. The branding and marketing manager must position him or herself as a thought leader in 1. Market research, 2. Understanding and influencing the innovation ecosystems, and 3. Being strong in communicating the value proposition to the target markets. 4. Designing messaging content to gain the target market's attention. 5. Arouse the target market interest and influence full buy-in. 6. Move the target market into action. 7. Establish brand confidence. 8. Established brand trust. 9. Established brand credibility. And 10. Position the brand to cash flow maximize. Successful businesses and brands that realize their corporate social responsibility and business financial targets easier are the ones that can design and implement strong corporate ecosystems that impact the internal and external partners. The team at 10X Branding and Marketing LLC is committed to providing the local and international business community and our clients with market intelligence that enable them to become market leaders. The blueprint for 10X market research. Market research is an essential part of doing business. This tool enables the branding and marketing manager to 1. Identify the target market. 2. Identify the target market lifestyle, culture, and social class. 3. Identify the target market needs, wants, and expectations. 4. Identify the target market size, density, and dispersion. 5. Identify the market viability. And 6. Helps the BNMM to predetermine if it makes sense to get into a specific type of business. Market research also enables the branding and marketing manager to 7. Identify the market competition. 8. Identify the market strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. 9. Conduct market gap analysis. 10. Innovate new product and service innovation. Advertising communication. All branding and marketing managers must invest the time, talent, and resources to learn, apply, and master the 5-second rule of advertising communication. This rule has everything to do with BNM managers' knowledge of the target market and how they use that knowledge to build out the branding and marketing strategy or blueprint to 1. Grab attention. 2. Pique interest. 3. Arouse desire. 4. Move the target market into action. And 5. Make an impact and convert first-time users into lifetime customers. Consistency in the application of these marketing strategies, over time, will enable the public to gain confidence, trust, and credibility in the brand and put the brand in a stronger market position to cash flow maximize. The branding and marketing manager that can apply the 5-second rule of advertising communication throughout the advertising ecosystem value chain would be in a much better position to apply soft social psychology and emotional tools to influence the consumer purchasing decision cycle and realize targeted impact in how the target market responds to the brand. The entire marketing process to design and roll out the 1. Brand visibility blueprint. 2. Brand reach blueprint. 3. Brand impact blueprint. And 4. Brand conversion blueprint is subject to an interpretation of the value proposition/brand intention value traits. A brand can take one of 3 firms or fall into one of 3 categories. 1. The premium brand. 2. The complementary brand. And 3. The supplementary brand. The marketing process is responsible for 1. Interpreting the brand traits. 2. Building the brand messaging content and visibility blueprint. 3. Selecting appropriate communication channels that ensure the brand reaches the target market. 4. Designing the brand impact strategy. 5. Designing the brand conversion game plan that enables the brand to realize public confidence, trust, and credibility. And 5. Guarantees the business cash flow. The blueprint for System Value Proposition 101. The SVP 101 model builds out systems that enable branding and marketing to realize 10 times its traditional effect on the 1. Workforce. 2. The target market. 3. The public. And the 4. Cash flow potential of the firm. The SVP 101 model up-levels the branding and marketing systemization process in a manner that give the brand the competitive advantage by standing out in its capacity to make a larger-than-life impact on all focus areas of the firm. Chapter 1. The Psychology of Branding and Marketing. 10x Branding and Marketing Blueprint. The psychology of business is designed to identify branding and marketing best practices that are used by some of the world's top 100 brands, like Dell of the United States of America, Gucci of Italy, and Nissan of Japan, Microsoft, Google, Apple, and Amazon, etc. that can enable branding and marketing managers to stand out in the market as they build out their firm value proposition blueprint. Dell ranked 100 on the top 100 income earners for 2020 and earned $18 billion. Gucci ranked 98 and earned $18 billion. And Nissan ranked 97 and earned $18 billion for the same period. It must be noted that most of the top 100 companies' annual earnings are more than many developing and middle-income economies' annual revenue. 10x Branding and Marketing Blueprint is blueprint for branding and marketing managers that exposes them to international best practices and new and innovative approaches to design and position their brands to gain public confidence, trust, and credibility in a cost-effective manner. Some important lessons you will learn in this book are as follow. How to design the 10x Market Research Blueprint. How to design the 10x Products and Services Innovation Blueprint. How to design the 10x Branding and Marketing Business Communication Blueprint. How to design the 10x Customer Feedback Blueprint. How to design the 10x Market Leadership Blueprint. The commitments to learn and apply 10x branding and marketing systems are essential to doing business in today's global economy. Every business owner, manager, entrepreneur, and leader who is serious about making an impact and converting first-time users into lifetime customers must invest the time, talent, and resources to understand the psychology of strategic brand positioning techniques and brand leadership. The ability to apply the psychology of branding and marketing to bring attention to your business ideas and brands are essential management tools that every manager should invest the time to learn, apply, and master. The psychology of branding and marketing in this text represents 1. The 10x physical infrastructure of the business, 2. The 10x physical emotional attention grabbers of the firm, and 3. The 10x emotional elements of brand visibility optimization systems that influence consumer buying decisions and motivate the clients and potential clients to develop a strong attachment to the brand. The 3 systems shown above relating to the psychology of marketing and branding are vital tools to be used in any real attempt to gain potential customer attention, inspire interest, arouse desire, and influence the right action towards your business and brand. The proposed system also shows how to leverage customer impact strategies, how to convert first-time users into lifetime customers, and how to build confidence, trust, and credibility in the minds of the target market. A clear understanding of the system and the ability to apply and master this process is what can lead to opportunities that allow the business, brand, or idea to be scaled with local, regional, and international relevance and at the same time reach and exceed the business financial expectations. Psychology of branding and marketing. Physical space and brand traits optimization. Define your brand DNA. DNA equals differentiation factors. The first impression in branding and marketing must be designed as your larger-than-life expression of how you truly feel about the workforce, the target audience, and the public. Your larger-than-life branding strategy that must be designed to achieve influence by standing out and by creating a lasting impact on the minds of the key partners. The physical infrastructure and physical space of the corporate building must be designed to catch the eyes of the key stakeholders in a glance and in a manner that inspires them to take the right action towards your brand. Because of the high cost associated with developing real estate and owning prime corporate buildings, most business startups would be rendered incapable of capitalizing on this important area of building and leveraging a strong corporate brand positioning statement. Their inability to leverage innovation in real estate ownership, design and physical infrastructure, build targeted brand appeal in the ambience and aesthetics, means that they would have to forego the opportunity of realizing a competitive advantage in positioning the brand in the market. Those companies and business startups that can capitalize on making a strong market entry through physical infrastructure and physical space ownership, design, and leverage, that truly represents strong corporate ambience and aesthetic, are the ones that will be able to better position their brands in the market and attain much larger market shares because of first impression and how it influences confidence, trust and credibility. 10x B&M LLC and Global Capital Inc. believe that strategic state intervention, strategic public-private partnership, and even independent private investment can help business startups to rise above this business startup dilemma. The development of branded corporate units or branded office units as a modern facility business startup hub can enable these entrepreneurs to start their business operation in an ideal space that truly inspires and motivate the first-time user to want to invest and do business in their brands. Physical space and corporate ambiance. Not all corporate leaders and brand managers can leverage the positive gains that come with owning corporate buildings that tell their story. This is true for Microsoft, Apple and Amazon. Owning and leveraging corporate infrastructures that tell a story that connects with the customer and reflects the brand ideologies is an essential part of the puzzle to 10x and leapfrog your brand. While many brands may not have all that it takes to own and leverage strong building infrastructural designs in their branding and marketing strategies, it is important, to begin with, the end in mind. The ability to 10x your corporate building design can have a positive impact on the specific target audience. Corporate leaders who are market-sensitive and market-oriented and who have the means to invest will have a huge competitive branding and marketing advantage. They will have the advantage to incorporate certain designs into corporate infrastructure that allow them to connect easily with the target market. When the corporate building, in its infrastructural design, achieves the desired outcome to win attention, pique interest, and connect with the client in a manner that moves them to take action, this is a clear indication that the ambience of the physical space has realized its Phase 1 psychological objective. Phase 2 of the psychological objective is how the interior of the building is designed to capture the target market attention and further reassure them that the brand manager has taken the time to understand what appeals to them and has the reach and perhaps exceeded their expectations. Branding and marketing managers' ability to make this type of impact with first-time users will lay a strong foundation to build confidence, trust, and credibility in the minds of the final consumers. Physical space and corporate aesthetic. The corporate aesthetics is what we sometimes referred to as going for the kill in creating the Disneyland effect. The killer effect is a deliberate attempt by branding and marketing managers to lay a second foundation to arouse strong emotional and psychological appeal that impact the target and further pulls and influence buying. Corporate leaders, who are in the game to win the game, are very tactical when it comes to building out their larger-life corporate visual appeal. They think ahead, seeing beyond problems and taking informed action to build and create a captivating corporate space that wins the target market attention and interest and inspire them to become willing consumers. International franchises like KFC, Popeyes and Pizza Hut pull out all the stumps to ensure that their building infrastructural designs are universal across the world. This allows customers across the world to easily identify with their brands. The stronger the relevance and corporate aesthetics are, the stronger impact it is likely to have on the specific target market. The stronger the impact it has, it can potentially increase customer spending, enhance customer satisfaction, massive customer referral, business accelerated growth, and higher profits margins. Physical space and the specific target audience. Branding and marketing managers must be savvy with the market realities to compete and win. They must be market sensitive and market oriented. That means they must invest time, talent, and resources to truly understand the target market and those factors that influence them as the end user. The forward-thinking branding and marketing manager wants to see the whole picture relating to the target market and the market realities. He wants to know all of the psychological impulses that move the target market into action. He builds habits around issues that enable him to understand the logical, visual, and emotional drivers of the specific target market, and he positions the firm's brand to adapt to the specific makeup of the demographic. Strong branding and marketing managers invest time to understand the target market lifestyle, culture, and social class and position themselves to become influencers. They influence on true and on substance, They influence with an understanding of people's needs, wants, and expectations. They influence with the ability to add value and fix problems above and beyond customers' expectations. They influence with the knowledge that they will be able to monetize and cash flow maximize the business process. The branding and marketing manager's ability to impact the target market and 10x the business cash flow should not be based on market assumptions. It should rather be based on market intelligence that is gained through primary market research and credible secondary data. Solid primary market intelligence and reliable secondary intelligence must come from market research. A research ecosystem that enables branding and marketing managers to 1. Identify the target market, 2. Identify the target market lifestyle, culture, and social class, groups, and reference groups, 3. Identify the market size, density, and dispersion, 4. Identify the market competitive reality, 5. Identify the market accommodators and enablers, 6. Identify the market annual cash flow potential. 7. Influence brand design, 8. Influence the brand messaging and communication content, 9. Manage the brand communication and marketing campaign to realize the business strategic objectives, 10. Collect and measure customer feedback, and 11. Identify market statistics that enable them to innovate new products and services and stay ahead of the demand curve ecosystem. The understanding of the 1111 market intelligence pointers identified above can play a major role in influencing how brand managers build corporate infrastructures and design and implement branding and marketing campaigns to win public confidence, trust, and credibility. Physical emotional elements of branding and marketing. The customer service representatives. The customer service representative, in most cases, is the first point of contact with the end users. Regardless of if this person or persons are the security guards or the receptionists, they must have a high level or superior ability to communicate, connect, motivate, and inspire the end users in a manner that encourages them to want to do business with your brand. These individuals are physical beings, but they are also emotional beings that communicate and transmit emotions that can impact the lives of an existing and potential customer in a manner that are much stronger than the spoken words. They must function in a full state of awakening to this reality at every level of the customer engagement for them to knowingly mastermind desired and successful engagements with the clients and potential clients. These frontline workers must be fully and properly trained to negotiate desired outcomes relating to the corporate brand that they are associated with or attached to. They must be trained in proactive leadership and be positioned to see themselves as strategic negotiators and influencers that hold the heart of the business in the palm of their hands. The right training can position these frontline workers to master the art that keeps the heart of the firm pumping or master the art that slowly reduces the life cycle of the heart of the organization that they are associated with, due to the lack of proper training. The customer service representatives are part of the corporate brand. Their roles in this sales negotiation process are not to be trivialized. This group of people must be trained to master sales and negotiation strategies, because of the important role they play in the life of the organization. They are part of the first point of contact in your brand recognition systems, and they must dress to impress as ambassadors of your brand. They must be trained to speak to inspire and leverage their skill set to put the customer at ease that they have made the right choice to do business with your brand. Global Capital Inc. and Global Branding and Marketing are highly recommended to companies that want the best for their workforce. They are the only company that trains from a thesis that promotes blanket workplace self-actualization. TAL #592-650-6231 to learn more. Corporate apparels and customer impact. Corporate apparel like hats, shirts, jerseys, pants and shoes, pens and pencils, cups and plates, etc. are all brand positioning tools that can be leveraged to connect with the specific target audience. The branding and marketing manager must take the time to better understand how to leverage this marketing opportunity to position the brand in the hearts, minds, and souls of potential and existing customers through the use of corporate apparel. The design of all apparel must aim to achieve emotional impact with first-time users and existing customers. This means that the expertise of the branding and marketing specialist, advertising copywriter, cultural anthropologist, and corporate psychologist must be leveraged to realize desired results. The primary aim of this exercise is to bring together the right college of talent that will leverage their skill set to make the strongest impact on the minds of first-time users. When this impact strategy is designed and properly implemented by the right collection of talent, much emphasis will be placed on the conversion of first-time users into lifetime consumers. Physical infrastructure, stress, test analysis. Ask yourself how relevant and appealing the building design is to the target market on a scale of 1 to 10. Be prepared to advise the client on methods to 10x the building design, ambience, and aesthetics. Ask the client or yourself what is the brand intention value traits and what is designed to achieve 1, internal impact and 2, external impact. Be prepared to support the client to 10x the value proposition. Identify 10 best practices that can enable the client to 10x the brand and make a larger-than-life impact on the target market. 8 psychological and emotional elements of branding and marketing. How to grab public attention. There are 3 very important branding and marketing concepts relating to the attention grabber that must be managed effectively to realize better and targeted customer response. The ability to leverage your brand intention value traits to achieve psychological and emotional impact is an art you must commit time, talent, and resources to learn, apply, and master. The ability to do this well can be the game changer that gives your brand and business a competitive advantage in the market. To master the art of leveraging your brand intention value traits well enough to grab the target audience attention, there are 3 important marketing and branding concepts that must be observed and executed with the highest degree of precision to make the strongest and lasting impact on the minds of the demographic. The three important concepts referred to are as follow. 1. The brand relevance must be established. 2. The messaging content must be demographic specific and 3. The communication channel, must be carefully selected. Brand relevance and target market attention. The ability to gain the target market's attention, move them into action, and establish brand relevance in their minds is one of the first things that the branding and marketing manager is responsible for. This is necessary and must be able to achieve when seeking the attention of the specific target market. The ability to establish brand relevance in the minds of potential users, using the 5-second rule of branding and marketing, will enable the brand manager to trigger psychological and emotional attachment to the brand being advertised. The psychological and emotional impact can be best realized when the right team of talents comes together to achieve a specific advertising objective. The achievement of the advertising objective, which is to gain attention in this case, is not random or accidental. The target audience researcher or cultural anthropologist must pass the right information over to the advertising copywriters. The advertising copywriter, if not trained in human and business psychology, must be able to gel with the company corporate psychologist to develop the right messaging content and best achieve the branding and marketing objective. The branding and marketing manager and the team must be able to master the concepts discussed above in any real attempt to build out their businesses, ideas, and brands with local, regional, and international impact. The ability to grab and maintain the attention of the specific target market within the first 5 seconds of airing the commercial or commercials is the vital first step in the branding and marketing process. Messaging content and target market attention. The advertising copywriter in the process of developing the messaging content uses his expertise to make the message content come alive through the production of radio, television, and newsprint commercial and social media and digital marketing content. In the commercial production process, advertising copywriters must design the messaging content to be 1. Demographic specific and 2. Target audience relevant. It is important to note that depending on the target audience age, the specificity in how and who is targeted with commercials to influence purchasing of products and services may be quite different from that of who uses or are the prime beneficiaries of products and services. For example, How to establish brand relevance in advertising copywriting. Your corporate brand is designed to target at school youth with exceptional academic content including books, pens, pencils, school attire, and other apparel that are specific and relevant to the needs of youth. To achieve brand relevance, your products and services on offer must be specific to the consumer needs, wants and expectations and lifestyle, culture, and social class. The messaging content in this regard, considering age-related factors, must be designed to appeal to the primary beneficiaries and the adults who are expected to make the purchasing and investment decision. The example shown above dictates that the messaging content as designed by the advertising copywriter and team must be created to have a dual purpose and impact. Failing to achieve the above in the rollout and placement of the messaging content within communication channels may result in the wastage of capital in the placement and airing of commercials. Communication channels and target market attention. The appropriate selection of communication channels and the strategic placement of the messaging content within those communication outlets are important skill sets for the branding and marketing manager and strategic and tactical team to know and master. The substance of your brand intention value traits or value proposition can not only be lost due to the failure to establish brand relevance in the minds of the target market or to develop the messaging content to achieve dual impact, but it can also be completely lost in the channel of communication. The branding and marketing manager must have a tact and admirable savviness for assessing and selecting media outlets for their effectiveness to reach the target market, connect with the target audience, and in getting the specific demographic to take informed action toward products and services. In the developed world, there are communication channels that are built with the primary purpose of communicating desirable messaging content to a specific target market. This makes it much easier to reach the specific target base, connect with the target base, impact the target base, and convert the first-time users into lifetime consumers. Most communication channels and media outlets are multipurpose. Their daily messaging content is designed to appeal to all social and cultural classes of people. To add to this, when there is no predictability in the design and airing of messaging content within those communication channels, it blurs the line to make intelligent marketing and branding decisions to achieve the DAGMAR of the messaging content. Independent messaging content platforms. Many branding and marketing managers, experts, and content producers across the world are now building independent communication platforms to reach their specific demographic or to help their clients and potential clients reach the specific target market without the usual noise and distraction that is found in established media outlets. Corporate websites are built to achieve stronger psychological and emotional appeal and impact on the demographic. They are now demographic-specific blog built into them that communicates daily, weekly, and monthly information to the target audience without the noise and distraction that happens within traditional mass media. The startup cost to build out your independent messaging content platform may be high, but in the short to long-term period, the cost of advertising can come down by 90% of the annual cost for advertising, and you will have an independent messaging content platform that can generate billions of dollars in annual revenue. How to pique public interest. Identify influencer. The ability to pique the client's interest as an influencer is a desirable skill set for all managers to have as a means of effectively communicating information to the client. Every branding and marketing manager must be able to master a process that enables them to pique the client's interest within the first 5 seconds of introducing the messaging content. One of the smartest ways to leverage the skill set of the influencer, as the brand manager, is to identify person or persons that have influence and leverage their public confidence, public trust, and public credibility to pique the interest of first-time potential users in the products or services on offer. Commit to make impact. The brand manager must be able to leverage the 5-second rules of branding and marketing to make an impact. The impact that is based on substance, integrity, honesty, and can be easily authenticated. The messaging content must be able to communicate to the client and potential client with the highest degree of clarity, accuracy, and immediacy how the products or services on offer have brought benefits to the end users. Commit to make connection. The brand manager must be able to do more than just communicate information. He must be able to make the connection with the specific target audience. The ability to connect with the target market can best be realized by showing clear benefits of the products or services on offer to the client and proposing an offer the client cannot resist. How to motivate consumer desire. Build your brand to have public confidence and make your brand desirable. The branding and marketing manager must be able to make the brand desirable to the potential client by assuring brand confidence in the mind of the client. One of the easiest ways to shape public confidence in your brand is by clearly and accurately demonstrating the process that is used to arrive at a particular deliverable. Your system that influences the brand deliverable must have the following structure. System Value Proposition 101. System Transparency. System Consistency. System Accountability. System Scale Up and Level Up. System Traceability and System Transferability. Most companies across the world do not have what is being proposed in this book as the System Value Proposition 101. This branding and marketing system takes into consideration 8 important concepts that should be adopted as a permanent part of any modern business operation. The 8 branding and marketing management systems being referred to are as follows. System Value Proposition 101. Brand Traits Optimization. Brand Visibility Optimization. Brand Reach Optimization. Brand Impact Optimization. Brand Conversion Optimization. Brand Confidence Optimization. Brand Trust Optimization. Brand Credibility Optimization. The whole of the System Value Proposition 101 must now be subject to the 6 remaining SVP 101 model referred to as 1, System Transparency 2, System Consistency 3, System Accountability 4, System Scalability 5, System Traceability and 6, System Transferability. Get a copy of the book Manager's Toolkit by Gary Thompson to learn more about the System Value Proposition 101. Many modern businesses today lack system transparency and system accountability in the rollout of processes that are used to represent their value proposition and the brand intention value traits. Important notice. Business consultants have a dual responsibility in the execution of their corporate duties. Their responsibilities are not only to the corporate clients that pay them for a job well done, but their corporate social responsibility extends to that of the consumers that keep their corporate clients in business. Build your brand to have public trust. Build your brand to capture public trust and inspire the client for a lifetime. There are qualitative differences between brand confidences and brand trust. We can have confidence in the subject matter expert to get the job done, but can we trust him or her enough to get the job done right when we are not looking? The public must be able to trust your brand to stand up and live up to its value proposition at all times. Your corporate culture must be built in such a way, it must allow for the easy transfer of communication messaging content about the brand intention value traits and must also be built to easily demonstrate, with the highest degree of accuracy and consistency, the promise of the value proposition. It is easy for the branding and marketing manager to establish trust in the minds of the public when the corporate culture is properly systemized. Corporate culture systemization strategies must be strategically designed, fully developed, and skillfully implemented to have the best opportunity and strongest impact to influence the client/client's sense of corporate trust. Your company deserves to have public trust, and your branding and marketing manager must be ably empowered to take informed action to design, fully develop and implement the best marketing and branding campaigns that allow the corporate brand to be easily positioned in the minds of the specific target market. Contact Global Branding and Marketing on #, #592-650-6231 to learn more. Build your brand to have public credibility. Credibility is the highest form of public trust that your brand can attain in the minds of the client. To achieve this high level of public trust and confidence in the eyes of the specific target market is not incidental. The branding and marketing manager must build and innovate well-designed, and targeted business models. Those business models must be built out into a system that forms the corporate cultures. The corporate culture must influence the specific target audience's attention, pique their interest, motivate desire, move them into action, and impact the lives of the potential target audience enough to convert them into first-time users. The proposed business model/culture must further be able to make a sustainable impact, converting first-time users into lifetime customers by demonstrating its symbol of confidence, trust, and credibility clearly in the minds of the specific demographic and the general public. Companies that are built to experience public confidence, trust, and credibility are the ones that can be easily scaled to have market dominance and international relevance. Modern branding and marketing managers must be practical and proactive in the branding and marketing process and arena. She must demonstrate mastery in setting new trends to inspire the specific target audience into action and be able to also demonstrate the ability to integrate the business, ideas, and brands into global markets. Build your brand to be an unshakable value proposition. To be able to build out your business, your ideas, and your brands to stand out as an unshakable value proposition is the ultimate goal of doing business that every business owner and entrepreneur should aim for. Your business, your ideas, and your brands are reflections of you. At best, they are a reflection of your ideology, and you want your corporate ideology to be genuine and authentic in its promise to add value, fix problems, and positively impact the lives of the specific demographic. It is that ability and mastery to position the brand intention value traits/value proposition in the minds of the specific target group and the public with the highest degree of transparency, accuracy and accountability, consistency and impact, and deep-seated integrity that will eventually lay the foundation for your brand to be built out as an unshakable value proposition. The corporate culture systemization strategies, as mentioned above, must take full effect at every stage intended to build out the brand intention value traits to maintain its integrity as a unique and unshakable value proposition. How to influence and move clients to action. Predeterminants checklist of a strong value proposition. Research the lifestyle, culture, and social class of the specific target market/demographic. Innovate products or services that are demographic specific. Design an offer that is aligned to the target market's dreams, hopes, and aspirations. Design your value proposition to deliver above and beyond the client's expectations with the highest degree of consistency. Predeterminants of strong market entry strategy. Develop a strong and killer market entry strategy after doing your SWOT and PEST analytics. Develop clear brand differentiation strategies that add value and fix problems specific to the target market. Developing a strong and branded physical space presents the right ambience and aesthetic that pulls first-time users in. Train the customer service representatives to give 5-star service. Predeterminants of a strong customer culture. Develop strong and authentic demographic-specific messaging content. Develop your demographic-specific sales funnel corporate club. Develop your demographic-specific and independent media presence. Develop demographic-specific mass media corporate present. Develop a strong incentive program for first-time users and existing customers. Implement your brand intention value traits across social and mass media platforms as if your life depended on it. How to make impact. Predeterminants of a strong before the sales impact strategy. Develop the internal impact systemization strategy. Know your game plan to promote blanket workplace self-actualization. Develop the external impact systemization strategy. Know your game plan to convert first-time users into a lifetime customers. Predeterminants of a strong during the sales impact strategy. Develop a game plan that enables the public experience of the corporate ambiance to correspond with the external impact systemization strategy and that of specific demographic lifestyle, culture, and social class. Invest enough time, talent, and resources to enable the aesthetics of your corporate space to become alive and functional in its artistic expression. Create an attractive space to have a strong aesthetic impact that translates into comfort, confidence, trust, and credibility. The customer services representative must be trained in sales and marketing, management, communication, and leadership. The CSRs are your frontline workers, and they must be trained to communicate your value proposition to the specific target market. They must be trained to master the art of 1, winning customer attention; 2, piquing the customer interest; 3, influencing customer desire; 4, move the customer to action; 5, make strong impact; 6, converting first-time users into lifetime customers; 7, apply the systems to build confidence; 8, trust; and 9, credibility in the minds of the specific demographic and the general public. Design yours during the sale corporate impact strategy to give immediate and delayed tangible and intangible awards and recognition to all customers. Invest enough time, talent, and resources to ensure that this becomes a permanent feature of the brand intention value traits, and ensure it is properly and effectively communicated to the CSRs, the specific demographic, and the general public. Predeterminants of a strong after-the-sales impact strategy. Develop your client/customer database. The database must document the client: 1, full name; 2, telephone number; 3, email address; 4, personal address. The client database can be more detailed depending on its intended usage. Some databases can be designed to easily identify the lifestyle, culture, social class, and economic status of the client base. Develop a Day of Customer Appreciation as an annual event that recognize and award all customers and their family, while at the same time introducing new products and services innovation to the target market. Develop an easy-to-use system that allows you to measure customer feedback and satisfaction regularly. 4 steps to converted viewers into first-time users. Establish demographic and brand relevance in the eyes of the client. Establish a strong value proposition in the minds of the client. Level up the brand intention value traits and the value proposition systemization plan in the minds of the client. It is important to note that the value proposition systemization strategy represents the entire corporate culture. Proposed an offer the client can't resist. 4 steps to build brand confidence. Develop and implement the brand visibility game plan using mass and social media platforms. Develop the brand independent communication channels, corporate clubs, and sales funnels. Propose the value proposition free of charge to high-profile clients. Enlist the support of the high-profile client in the brand marketing and visibility programs. 4 steps to build brand trust. Build and propose your system transparency plan to the client. Build and propose your system consistency plan to the client. Build and propose your system accountability plan to the client. Build and propose your system scale-up plan to the client. 4 steps to build brand credibility. Build a strong corporate culture that captures 1, strong internal impact systemization, and 2, strong external impact systemization strategies. Build a proactive responsive strategy into the corporate culture and value proposition. Apply the management processes to the internal impact systemization strategies. Apply the management processes to the external impact systemization strategies.